What's up, everybody? Pablo Schreiber here, star of Halo.
I'm gonna need you now. Find the Halo, win the war.
I'm here today to take you through some of my workout that I've been doing for training to play the Master Chief. Halo is definitely the biggest challenge I've ever taken on as an actor, both physically, psychologically, mentally, all of it. It's a massive undertaking, and it really demands a kind of presence. First of all, having the size and the muscle mass to project the confidence and the strength of the character. You really are in a leadership capacity that is just as important as everything else that you're doing, and that takes a lot of energy. I guess 13 hours was the first role that I took that needed to have some muscle associated with it. I gained about 30 pounds for 13 hours. I played basketball in high school, so I've had an athletic build, but I also would say I've had a very lean build. If I was to just sort of eat normally and not work out, my body would sit around 200, 205 pounds. Today I'm at about 235, so that gives you an indication of the amount of training that it takes and eating that it takes to keep my body at the size that it wants to be for these particular roles.
When I first heard Pablo Schreiber was going to be casted in the role, I thought, great, I loved him as an actor, and then I see him, I meet him for the first time, he is a big bastard. This guy is big.
Well, first of all, that's ridiculous that The Rock thought I was big. He's not only big this way, he is literally like twice my size. So if he thought I was big, then hey, I'm gonna take it. Thanks, Dwayne, thanks. Yeah, of course, but I don't want to start any controversy. I continually hear rumors online about Wolverine. I believe the role's open. I'm not making any pitches for it, but listen, I wouldn't turn it down if it came up. All right, guys, I want to introduce you to my trainer, Eddie Rayburn, head of Cal Coast Fitness up in Ventura. Eddie and I have been working together since Den of Thieves came on, so we've been working about 4 or 5 years together. I tend to put him through a lot of pain. We finished season 1 of Halo. I was sitting at about 230 pounds, but I took a job in Atlanta and I did a mini series called Candy. It was really important for me that character, he couldn't be big and imposing and physical, he couldn't have muscle, so I lost about 30 pounds for that role, basically all the muscle we had gained. So put Eddie in the very unenviable position of having to put mass back on for season 2 of Halo. And that's what we're here doing now, is trying to gain some of that back. So I'm sorry, Eddie.
It's okay, I forgive you.
Cool, so we're gonna get started with our warm-up.
So first thing we're gonna do, we have him doing his kneeling thoracic rotation. So as he's coming down, he's keeping that left arm locked out completely. And when he comes down into it, it allows that to stretch right in there into that trap. He comes up, holds for a split second.
You want to give me a good one?
Back down, and then
give
I'm
me
gonna
some juice.
try to extend him a little bit more to where he can hold that for 3 to 4 seconds, then slowly come out of it.
Well, that was lovely, thank you.
This right here, because of his previous knee injuries and other roles in his back injuries and stuff like that he sustained, we want to create that flexibility in the knee because the knees are really tied into that back. Now, originally when he first started coming in from regaining, everything's really tight from not working out, right? So you may not be able to get down as far as that, but you're going to come back, pause for 2 to 3 seconds, and then you're going to come back out of it.
One of the really interesting things about playing Master Chief is the armor that he has to wear. He wears a suit of Mjolnir armor, it's called in the Halo universe. In reality, it's just about 55 pounds of plastic that's stacked onto me as an actor, and it really limits my mobility and my movement. So one of the things that we have to work on and maintain is being able to stay mobile, to stay limber, and to protect the body while wearing all of that stuff. Explosive movement is incredibly important. In the suit, it's what brings the suit alive, that first step, the first turn into everything.
Now, when he comes down and drives up, he's gonna pick that knee up and drive up into there just like he's getting that explosive start. The hip flexors tend to get really tight in that suit, so we actually wanna be able to keep them loose. Up, we're gonna go into our push-ups, get that going from there. Push-ups, one of my favorite movements, no matter what.
My favorite, absolutely, by far. Anything that Eddie says. If it's his favorite, it's my favorite.
Good, all right, right there.
All right, well, we're gonna do some reverse sled pulls.
We're doing this to warm up his hamstrings and his posterior chain for what we're about to do with our deadlifts. It's also great for knee protection, low back protection. It's gonna activate the glutes, the calves, and those hamstrings.
It's also really good for practicing your salsa hip moves. It's just what I like to do when I'm down here in the sling. All right, we're gonna move on to the deadlift, king of all heavy weightlifting movements.
10 reps at a light weight. Good. Add some weight, do 7, add some weight, do 5, and then we bring it down to whatever we feel that his body can do that day for 3 to 4 working sets.
I'm feeling great, I'm feeling great. We need more weight. Go up and we'll get to a place where I can do like 1 or 2 and it feels a little more challenging. What goes through my mind before I'm gonna lift something like this is, oh shit, I hope my butt doesn't explode. That's deadlifting for today, folks. This is a reverse hyper machine. I herniated my L1, 2, and 3 discs in my back training for 13 hours. And so it's important after a lift like deadlift, which can be so hard on the back, to deload the spine as much as possible. A Zercher squat. We're gonna pick it up like a sumo lift, and then we're going to take it here. And the idea is that back-loaded squats can be really tough sometimes for people, so this is a different way of getting your squat movement in. I don't really like Zercher squats, to be honest. They don't feel very good, but I know they work. And then we would end it with some cardio movement-based leg work, like just a basic dumbbell lunge, which I'm gonna do now. I grabbed 35 pounds. You can use whatever appeals to you.
But Pablo loves lunges so much, we put them in usually at the beginning and the end of all of our workouts.
All right, guys, I believe that's all the time we have, so thank you so much for joining me here at my house. Thank you so much for showing up and working out. Good luck if you try any of this stuff at home. I hope it goes well. Remember, just keep it simple. Be nice to yourself. We're all at different phases in our fitness journey. Get out there and do something. Go to the gym or get outside and just be physical, because it makes you feel so much better. I'm gonna go jump in an ice bath. I'll see y'all later.